Okay, picture this. It's Christmas Eve and the city of Rio de Janeiro is absolutely buzzing with energy. But our story, it doesn't start on the famous beaches. Nope. We're going high up above the lights to a place called Morro de Providencia, one of Rio's oldest favelas. Because up here, a totally different kind of magic is about to happen. Let's get into it.
So I want you to just forget those postcard pictures of Rio for a second. Because up here, in the favela, life is, well, it's turned up to 11. The air is just thick with this symphony of sounds. You've got the thud of a soccer ball, the deep bass of funk music pouring from open windows, the happy shouts of kids and families. It's this incredibly vibrant, sensory world that feels a million miles away from the tourist spots down below.
And yet, cutting through all of that beautiful chaos, there's something else, a sound. It's this deep, warm, steady rhythm, a drumbeat that feels almost ancient. It's like the very heartbeat of the hill itself, and it just pulls you in, making you wonder, where is that coming from?
And here he is, the source of the music. The locals have a name for him, Tio Batuque, which basically means Uncle Drumbeat. He's this quiet, almost mythical figure who only shows up once a year, on this very night, to play his drum at the top of the favela. And tonight, his music is going to be a beacon for three very different people.
Our first story is all about a young woman named Luana. She's a gifted samba prodigy, but her entire world has just been turned completely upside down.
I mean, Luana was literally born to dance. She was the star of her samba school, the one everyone thought was destined for the huge carnival parades. But then her father got sick, and he lost his job. And just like that, the joy was gone. How could she dance? How could she feel happy when her family was struggling so much? It felt like a betrayal. So the weight of it all just silenced her feet.
Drawn by that drumbeat, she finds Tio Batuque and just spills her heart out, telling him about her guilt. And he gives her this piece of advice that is so profound because it's the exact opposite of what you'd expect. He tells her that the pain isn't a reason to stop, it's the reason to start.
And this is the line that changes everything for her. He totally reframes her joy. It's not selfish, it's not a betrayal, it's a healing force. Her happiness could actually be a kind of medicine for her family, a source of strength when they need it most. Her gift isn't just for her, it's for them.
Tio Batuque then hands her this little shaker, a ganza, and as she starts to play along with him, you just know something inside her has broken free. So her miracle, it wasn't just getting an instrument, it was getting permission to feel joy again. It was understanding that her happiness was actually a form of strength.
Okay, now let's shift to our next visitor. This is Ethan, a tourist all the way from Canada, and he's running away from a loss that has left him totally shattered.
You see, Ethan lost his younger sister about 6 months ago. They were incredibly close, and they used to make music together all the time. But since she passed, he hasn't been able to even touch his guitar. That silence has become this monument to his grief. He truly believes that making music again would be like leaving her behind, like dishonoring her memory.
When Ethan finds Tio Batuque, it's like the old drummer can see right into his soul, and he offers him this powerful idea. Music isn't about forgetting, it's about carrying. It's a vessel that holds our memories and keeps the people we love right there with us.
And Tio doesn't just talk a good game, he inspires action. He hands Ethan a small hand drum. It's this simple, quiet invitation to finally break the silence. And the instruction he gives is so deceptive in its simplicity, but it's unbelievably powerful.
That's it. That's all he says. Not a song, not even a rhythm, just one beat. The smallest possible step to break the hold that silence has on him and reconnect with everything he's lost.
And with his hands trembling, Ethan does it. He strikes the drum. It's just this soft sound, barely a whisper really. But in that one moment, you can feel something inside him just crack open. It's the first note of music he has made in 6 long months.
And then Tio says this. He reframes the entire act. It's not about Ethan moving on. It's about him reaching out. That one little beat wasn't for him, it was for her. A message sent across the silence.
So Ethan's miracle is this rediscovery of music as a way to remember. He learns that to play isn't to forget. It's actually an act of love. Grief isn't a final goodbye. It's just a rhythm that's learning to change. But the music, that connection, it always remains.
The last person to make their way up the hill is a young boy named Paulo. He's got this fire in his heart, but man, he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Paulo's only 12 years old. He spends his days selling water bottles to tourists just to help his family make ends meet. But what he dreams of, what he really wants, is to be a musician. He's got all the passion in the world, but he feels completely trapped. He has no money, no lessons, and no instrument. And to him, that dream feels absolutely impossible.
Paulo asks Tio Batuque this really simple, heartbreaking question. How do you become someone? And Tio's answer is amazing. He points him inward. He tells him that his future, his identity, it's not defined by his circumstances. It's defined by the rhythm he chooses to follow, the one that's already beating inside of him.
And then, Tio Batuque gives him a real physical starting point, a small, worn-out little samba drum. This is Paulo's miracle, and it's so much more than just an instrument. It's a promise. It's the belief that he has a say in his own life, that he can actually build his own future, one slow, steady beat at a time.
So, as the clock finally strikes 12 and Christmas Day officially arrives in Rio, our story reaches its quiet, almost magical conclusion.
His work for the night is done. Tio Batuque stands up, gives a small smile to the city spread out below him, and just as a huge wave of fireworks lights up the sky in gold, he's gone. He just vanishes, leaving only his drum behind, still warm, and the echo of his rhythm hanging in the air.
You see, he didn't just play music that night. He awakened it in other people. For Luana, he awakened a rhythm of joy. For Ethan, a rhythm of remembrance. And for young Paulo, a rhythm for the future. 3 lives totally changed forever by one quiet old drummer on a hill.
And that leaves all of us with one final thought. This story kind of suggests that we all have our own unique rhythm inside us, a source of joy, a way to remember, a beat that can lead us toward our own future. And the only real question is, are you listening for it? Maybe it's time we all started to listen just a little more closely.